Good morning. As you sit behind the wheel, watching the road stretch before you, it's easy to let your mind wander to yesterday's worries or tomorrow's tasks. But Eckhart Tolle, in The Power of Now, offers us a truth so simple, yet so radical, that it can transform the way you experience this very drive. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Think about that. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not even an hour from now. The only life you ever truly touch is the one unfolding right now, in this very breath, in this very mile. We spend so much of our lives in time travel. We replay the past, regrets, mistakes, what we should have said or done. Or we rush into the future, deadlines, goals, anxieties about what might happen. But while our mind wanders in yesterday and tomorrow, our life is always here, in the present. Tolle isn't saying ignore the past or never plan for the future. He's reminding us that neither exists outside of thought. The past is memory, the future is imagination, the present moment is reality. And when you realize deeply, not just as an idea, but as a lived experience, that this moment is all you ever have, a profound shift happens. Stress loosens, anxiety fades, gratitude awakens. Look at your hands on the steering wheel right now. Feel the subtle vibration of the car, the way the sunlight hits the windshield, the rhythm of your breath. This is reality. Now notice what your mind often does during a drive. Maybe it replays yesterday's conversation. Maybe it leaps to the meeting ahead. But the truth is, none of that is happening here. Only this road, this drive, this breath. When you realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have, even a commute, something many people dread, becomes alive. Suddenly, you see the morning light, hear the hum of the engine, and discover calm in the ordinary. So, how do you live this lesson? 1. Anchor yourself in sensory awareness. Feel the steering wheel. Notice your breath. Listen fully to the music or these words. This brings you into now. 2. Catch your mind wandering. When you notice your thoughts drifting to what if or I should have, gently return to the present. No judgment, just return. 3. Practice gratitude here and now. Instead of waiting for future milestones to feel happy, find one thing in this moment, yes, even in traffic, that you can appreciate. Eckhart Tolle emphasizes the word deeply. Many people say, "Of course, I know the present is all we have," but knowing it intellectually is not enough. To realize it deeply is to live it, to inhabit the now fully, not just as a concept, but as your home. This depth can only be experienced, not theorized. And the car you're driving in right now can become your meditation room. Every stoplight is a bell calling you back to presence. Every breath is an invitation to come home to the now. So as you continue this drive, remember, the present moment is not just part of life. It is your entire life. Past and future are shadows. Now is reality. Realize deeply that this moment is all you ever have, and suddenly, life becomes enough. But if the present is all we ever have, why do we so often feel unhappy, restless, or dissatisfied even when nothing bad is happening right now? Tolle gives us the answer in the next insight. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. And that's where we'll go next. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. Eckhart Tolle. In our last reflection, we realized that the present moment is all we ever truly have. Yet here's the paradox. If life is always now, why do so many people feel unhappy even when nothing terrible is happening in the present? Eckhart Tolle answers with piercing clarity. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. Let's pause and take that in. It's not the traffic jam itself that makes you unhappy, it's the thought, I shouldn't be stuck here. It's not the rain that ruins your mood, it's the thought, this weather is miserable. It's not the silence of a colleague, but your interpretation, they must dislike me. The situation is neutral. The unhappiness comes from the mental story we add on top of it. This doesn't mean life never has challenges. It means that suffering is magnified or even created by the way our mind labels and resists what is. Take your current drive. Imagine you hit a red light. One driver sighs, grips the wheel tightly, curses under their breath. Their thought, I'm wasting time. This is terrible. Stress rises. Another driver takes a breath, notices the pause, maybe glances at the sky. Their thought, this is a moment to slow down. Peace remains. Same red light, same situation. Two entirely different experiences because of thoughts. Or imagine rain falling on your windshield. One person complains about wet roads, bad hair, delays. Another smiles at the rhythm of raindrops, enjoys the cozy feeling inside the car. Again, same rain, different thoughts, different life. Tolle is not suggesting that pain isn't real. If you lose a loved one, face illness, or struggle financially, those experiences hurt. But he draws a line between pain and suffering. Pain is the raw experience. Suffering is the mental resistance. The endless replay of, this shouldn't have happened. Why me? What if it never ends? Unhappiness grows when the mind refuses to accept what is. So, what can you practice right now during your drive? 1. Notice the thought behind the feeling. If you feel irritated, ask, is the problem the situation or my thought about it? 2. Challenge the story. Is traffic inherently bad, or is that just my label? Could it also be an opportunity to listen, reflect, or rest? 3. Choose acceptance. This doesn't mean passive resignation. It means saying, this is what is right now. From acceptance, clear action is easier. From resistance, only stress grows. Think of people in the same workplace. One person complains daily, this job is killing me. These tasks are meaningless. Another, doing the exact same tasks, finds small ways to engage, seeing it as service, as practice, as stepping stones. The difference isn't the job, it's the thoughts. Or think of aging. Some view each wrinkle as tragedy. Others see it as proof of life lived, wisdom earned. Again, same situation, different thoughts. As you continue your drive, notice. The road may have bumps. The traffic may slow you down. The weather may not be perfect. But your experience is shaped less by these events than by the commentary in your mind. What if you loosened that commentary? What if you simply allowed the road to be the road, the weather to be the weather, the light to be the light? Instantly, unhappiness begins to dissolve. So remember, it is rarely the situation itself that makes you unhappy. It is your thoughts about it. Change your relationship to your thoughts, and you change your relationship to life. And this brings us to another radical reminder from the power of now. If unhappiness comes from mental time travel, rehashing the past, fearing the future, what about time itself? Tolle tells us, time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. The only thing that is precious is this moment. Let's explore that next. Time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. The only thing that is precious is this moment. Eckhart Tolle. We've just seen that unhappiness doesn't come from the situation itself, but from our thoughts about it. So here's a deeper question. Why do our thoughts cause so much pain? because most of them are rooted in time, in memories of the past or fears of the future. Eckhart Tolle challenges one of society's most sacred beliefs when he says, "Time isn't precious at all, because it is an illusion. The only thing that is precious is this moment." At first, this may sound strange. Haven't we always been told that time is valuable, that time is money, that we must manage time carefully? But Tolle invites us to see beyond the cultural obsession. The clock may measure hours, but your life only ever unfolds now. Past and future exist only in thought. The past is memory replayed in the present. The future is imagination projected from the present. Neither exists outside your mind. That means clinging to time is like chasing shadows. You cannot live yesterday again. You cannot live tomorrow yet. You can only live now. When Tolle says time isn't precious, he's not dismissing schedules or clocks. He's pointing out that the deeper reality of life is timeless presence. The only treasure you ever hold is the present moment. Lose it, and you lose life itself. Consider your drive right now. If you keep glancing at the clock, anxious about being late, the minutes feel heavy. If you replay an argument from yesterday, the road becomes invisible. You're lost in memory. But if you focus on the hum of the engine, the play of light on buildings, the rhythm of your breath, suddenly the drive feels alive. The minutes on the clock haven't changed. What changed was where your attention rests, in illusory time or in the real moment. Think of how much of life we waste in time sickness. Once I get that job, then I'll be happy. When I retire, I'll finally live. I can't move forward because of what happened years ago. These are traps of time. They rob you of the only thing that matters: this breath, this step, this drive. When you realize that time itself is an illusion, urgency falls away. You stop postponing life until someday, and you stop dragging the weight of yesterday. Instead, you discover the freshness of now. Imagine a person waiting for the perfect time to pursue their dream. They wait year after year after the kids grow up, after the mortgage is paid, after they feel ready. And then one day, time runs out. The dream was never lived, because it was always placed in the future. Now imagine another person who simply begins today, now, with whatever small step they can. Over time, their dream unfolds not because they mastered time, but because they honored the present. The difference isn't luck, it's presence. How can you practice this lesson during your morning drive? 1. Catch yourself thinking in time. Notice when your mind says, "When this is over," or "If only back then." Gently remind yourself, "Now is all I have." 2. Turn waiting into living. Stuck at a light? Don't see it as wasted time. Use it to breathe, to look around, to simply be. 3. Treat each moment as complete. Instead of rushing to the next, realize this moment is not a stepping stone. It is life itself. Look at the road ahead. The car moves, but life does not wait for later. Life is only this unfolding now, the tires rolling, the breath rising, the mind awakening. Time may be measured by your watch, but presence is measured by your awareness. And awareness is always now. So remember, time itself is not precious, because it is an illusion. The only treasure you truly hold is the present moment. Cherish it, and you will never feel poor again. And yet, so often, we miss this treasure. Why? Because our minds are obsessed with past and future, constantly chasing what was or what might be. As Tolle writes, the more you are focused on time, past, and future, the more you miss the now. That's where we'll go next. The more you are focused on time, past, and future, the more you miss the now. Eckhart Tolle. We've just uncovered that time itself is an illusion, and that the present moment is the only treasure we truly hold. Yet here's the reality. Most of us live with our minds chained to time. As Eckhart Tolle writes, the more you are focused on time, past, and future, the more you miss the now. It's like driving with your eyes fixed on the rearview mirror, or staring only at a map of where you'll go next. You miss the actual road under your tires. You miss life itself. Human beings are addicted to time. We replay the past. I should have done better. Why did they say that to me? We rush into the future. What if I fail? What if things don't work out? The more we live in these mental projections, the less we inhabit the only real moment, this one. Tolle warns us that obsession with time is the root of much suffering. Regret keeps us locked in yesterday. Anxiety keeps us trapped in tomorrow. Presence, however, frees us, because in now, problems shrink. Most of the time, this moment is actually okay. Think about your commute. You might replay an old argument, feeling angry all over again, even though the person isn't here and the moment is long gone. Or you might imagine arriving late, already feeling stressed about a meeting that hasn't even begun. In both cases, the present moment this drive is missed. You're not really here. You're in the prison of time. Now imagine simply being present, noticing the way the light shifts across the buildings, hearing the subtle rhythm of the rain, or feeling the gentle pressure of your hands on the wheel. Instantly, calm returns. The drive becomes not wasted time, but living time. Think of children. Watch a child playing with a toy, chasing bubbles, laughing at nothing at all. They are not remembering yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. They live in pure now. That's why their joy feels so radiant. As adults, we lose that ability not because life forces us to, but because we've been trained to think in time. We think happiness is in the past, back when things were better, or in the future, someday when I succeed. But life keeps whispering, happiness is here, now. There's a story of a monk who was once asked, "What is your secret to peace?" He smiled and said, "When I eat, I eat. When I walk, I walk. When I breathe, I breathe." The people said, "But we all eat, walk, breathe. What's different?" He replied, "When you eat, your mind is elsewhere. When you walk, you're already at your destination. When you breathe, you're thinking of tomorrow. I live in now." That is the essence of Tolle's teaching. So, how can you practice this on your morning drive? 1. Use everyday triggers. Each red light can be a reminder. Come back to now. Each breath can be a signal. I am here. 2. Catch mental time travel. When your mind drifts into what was or what will be, gently say, not now. Bring yourself back to this drive. 3. Reframe waiting. Don't treat waiting as lost time. Waiting is an invitation to be present, to notice life unfolding around you. Right now, in this car, ask yourself, what am I missing? Am I missing the beauty of this morning because my mind is stuck in yesterday's regrets? Am I missing the peace of this drive because I'm already stressed about what's next? Presence transforms the ordinary. Even this commute becomes a moment of living, not losing. So remember, the more you focus on time past and future, the more you miss the only life you'll ever have, the now. Let your focus return to the present, again and again, until presence becomes your natural state. And that brings us to Tolle's final, most radical reminder. If now is all we have, then in truth, life is now. There was never a time when your life was not now, nor will there ever be. That's the insight we'll explore next. Life is now. There was never a time when your life was not now, nor will there ever be. Eckhart Tolle. We've journeyed through some profound truths this morning. The present moment is all you have. Unhappiness comes from thoughts, not situations. Time is an illusion. And obsession with past or future makes us miss the now. And now, Eckhart Tolle brings it all together in one powerful reminder. Life is now. There was never a time when your life was not now, nor will there ever be. These words might sound poetic, but they're not philosophy. They are literal reality. Think back over your entire life. Every experience you've ever had, every memory, every joy, every pain, where did it happen? Always in the now. When you were 5 years old, it was now. When you graduated, it was now. Yesterday's conversation, when it unfolded, it was now. Even when you dream of the future, you do it in now. There has never been a single moment of your life outside the present. The mind imagines past and future, but your lived experience is forever now. This means that searching for life outside of now is like searching for the ocean outside of water. It doesn't exist. As you sit here driving, let this sink in. You're not driving yesterday. You're not driving tomorrow. You are always driving now. The scenery passes, the miles roll by, but you never leave the present. Even when your mind wanders, your body is still in now. And here's the beauty. Once you realize that life is always now, fear loses its grip. Fear thrives in the future. Regret thrives in the past. But life itself? Life is always right here. So much of human suffering comes from postponing life. We say, I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll feel fulfilled once I meet the right person. I'll start living after I retire. But when those moments come, they too are now. And if you haven't learned to live in the present, you'll postpone again, waiting for another better moment. Tolle is reminding us, stop postponing. Stop waiting for life to begin. It has already begun. It is happening right here, in this breath, in this drive, in this moment. There's a Zen story about a man chased by a tiger. He runs until he finds himself at the edge of a cliff. Clinging to a vine, he looks up and sees the tiger. Below, another tiger waits. In that moment, he notices a strawberry growing beside him. He plucks it, tastes it, and says, "How sweet it is." The man couldn't change the past. He couldn't control the future. But in that, now, he tasted life fully. That's what it means to realize life is now. So how do you carry this wisdom into your daily life? 1. Practice presence often. Each time you catch yourself saying later, remind yourself, life is now. 2. Find fullness in small acts. Drinking tea, talking with a loved one, even sitting in traffic, these are all life, and they all happen now. 3. Let go of waiting. Stop living in the hope of someday. Bring your attention back to today, this hour, this breath. As you drive, can you feel it? This isn't a preparation for life. This is life. The road, the hum of the car, your breath. This moment, it is all there is, and it is enough. So remember, life is not in the past, not in the future. Life is now. There has never been a time when your life was not now, and there never will be. The present moment is not part of life, it is life itself. As we close this drive through the power of now, let's gather the wisdom we've explored. The present moment is all you ever have. Unhappiness comes not from situations, but from your thoughts about them. Time itself is an illusion. The now is the only treasure. The more you focus on past and future, the more you miss life. And ultimately, life is, now always has been, always will be. If this reflection brought you clarity, take one small step right now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a reminder to slow down and return to the present. And don't stop here. Our next episode takes us into another timeless book, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, a story about following your personal legend and listening to the language of the universe. Until then, remember, breathe deeply, drive mindfully, and live fully, because life is always, only, now.